The Pistons are the basketball champions of the world.
Detroit, it's time. It's playoff time, Detroit. Let's go to work.
Shout out Detroit. I got to buff up, you know what I'm saying? Detroit, I'm all the way in. Detroit Pistons, I'm all the way in. Let's do it.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Buffs On Podcast. We are the best POD in the 313. We got a full house today. Not only do we have Gabe, Connie, Valley, and me, we got Mike back. Mike is back. He's going to deliver some crazy hot takes for us in the middle segment of today's show. But to start off, we got to talk about the most prominent Pistons news, and that is Malik Beasley has been cleared of federal investigation and is now able to sign with any NBA team. Over the last few months, actually, I believe it was the night before NBA free agency opened, it was reported that Malik Beasley had some gambling struggles and was under federal investigation. Clips were coming out of him rushing the ball down the court with very little time to go. So all of that's gone now. Malik Beasley can sign with any team. Now, this is unfortunate for Malik because he was unrightfully money was taken from him. The Pistons were going to sign him to a reported 3-year, $42 million contract. But now, if the Pistons want to sign him, the most that they can do is basically a 1-year, $7.2 million contract. The contract could go up to about a 4-year, 30 if the Pistons want to go that route, or if the Pistons do want to get they do hold his non-bird rights. They could also sign him to a 1-year 7.2 now, and then extend that to about a 4-year, I believe it was $40 million contract. But we will have to wait and see. A few teams can offer him that 3-year 42 that he almost did acquire from the Pistons. Teams like Brooklyn, I believe, but other teams are out there. They're asking Malik if he wants to sign with them. He could sign a 1-year, $14.1 million contract with other teams like the Knicks. So a lot could happen for the Pistons. The Pistons do have one open roster spot left. It was reported that they were holding that spot for Malik Beasley. So we will have to wait and see what goes on with that. But I pass it over to Mike because he's first on my screen here. Mike, your thoughts on Malik Beasley being cleared to sign with NBA teams?
Well, one, I did hear yesterday that the Knicks are pursuing Malik Beasley.
They are.
I did see that. I wouldn't be shocked if he goes anywhere else. I wouldn't be shocked if he left the Pistons. But we have one more roster spot as of right now. We can definitely get him under a discount. I don't think he's probably gonna just sign a 1-year deal now. I'll be honest. I don't think he's gonna probably sign it with the Pistons. I've heard like a lot of teams that are interested in him, and he's probably gonna go sign like a hefty 1-year deal somewhere, like New York or Cleveland or. I saw that he's like another contending Western Conference team that's interested in him. So I'm pretty
Well,
optimistic about that.
the Pistons can offer him the 7.2 using the
Mhm.
non-bird rights for that 1 year. The
Yeah.
teams that can give him more money than us are Brooklyn, 15 million, Charlotte 14.1, Chicago 14.1, Indy 13.5, Miami 7.3, OKC 8.5, Sacramento 7.3, and Washington 14.1.
But
The
here's the thing, Connie.
But that would
He's
take
a
up their
gambling man.
entire mid-level exception, right? So those teams have to want to do that, and he has to want to do that. The only teams that I guess I'd be kind of worried about there are honestly Charlotte and Chicago. Uh, Maybe Washington because they're kind of on there bringing their veterans in grind. But Amit, what did you say was the number for if we give him a longer deal?
4 years, 30, I believe. I will have to double check that though.
I mean, there is a chance, right? Like he has been labeled not a target, but he can still be implicated in wrongdoing, or be found in violation of NBA rules. Like it's not like he's fully off the hook. He's just not in like a federal investigation anymore. And all these things, I'm not for his sake, but for the Pistons' sake, maybe want him to get a little bit some secure money, because 4 years, $30 million, each of us would do that in a heartbeat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I'm
he's a
fine.
gambling man.
I don't.
He can sign that 1 year. He's a gambling man.
I'll sign it again with Detroit. I mean, I think it would be his best case scenario to come back to Detroit, and our best case scenario to get him back. And it kind of plays importantly into one of my hot takes that we need him back.
Yep, and the what I was saying is, so he could sign that 1 year 7.2, but if he does that, it would give him early bird rights, which would then allow him to sign a 4 year, $48 million contract at the end of it all. So we'll have to wait and see. Gabe, you're next on my screen. Your thoughts on the Malik Beasley case?
It is unfortunate how he's been kind of convicted before anything even happened. Bad timing. But I'm kind of glad at some point that it did happen the way it did, because I think we did improve our team. The thing that, I would love him back. I don't know if he's willing to take a role where he's not just allowed to chuck every shot. He did his 1 year prove it, but because he was allowed to take literally anything he wanted. This year with more depth at the two, he's not going to play as much. He wouldn't be able to take as many shots. There'd be more to go around to Duncan and Levert. So I don't really think, unless he really likes this place, he does like the team. He likes the city, but we also know he likes money, as Mike said. I see him.
Everybody does.
I see him going probably to Charlotte, kind of like you mentioned, maybe a longer term deal with the Nets. I really think he's just going to get as much money as he can, because who knows how many years he has left at his peak right now. So to lock in 3-4 years of a lot of money, I think makes the most sense for him, because people of his caliber, kind of these mid-level guys, are getting squeezed out of the payroll in the NBA. So if the money is there, especially with the financial situation he's in, he's going to need as much money as he can get. I think he posted, I think it was an Instagram story of him in his barber seat saying, "Which team should I go for?" So getting another haircut, that money's got to come from somewhere. Charlotte, I think, will not care about his past, evidently,
Yeah,
as some other
yeah.
players on their roster. So I think they would sign him, no hesitation. And I think he'd actually be a good player for them. They need basketball players, Nets as well. Those are the types of teams where he can just take every shot once again and get paid to do so. So I think that's really what he's going to prioritize over winning a championship.
Yeah, the Nets could run 4 point guards and Malik Beasley, and they all just passed him.
Yeah.
Similar to what the Suns got going on over there.
I
But yeah, go ahead.
just Val, if you got some, go for it.
Go ahead.
I just want to say I think it's it's kind of bullshit how the feds handle it. Like they really screwed Malik Beasley. Like it's not like coincidence, I don't think, that this report that he's a target comes out the day before free agency opens up. And you have this man that could have gotten a deal, and then you investigate him, and then it's like his money is safe and he can do some stuff. But they really screwed him, and just to drop it a couple weeks later is, I think, absolute baloney and some real railroading of Malik Beasley uh, that I guess was unjust and undeserved, and I kind of really fucked up.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge question to see what Malik Beasley does, signing a 1 year six last year, taking a chance on himself, gambling on himself, if you will. And it paid off because he became one of the best 3 point shooter in Pistons history. Does he want a $1.2 million pay raise, signing that 1 year 7.2 that the Pistons can offer at the moment? Or is he going to go searching elsewhere for that big money contract? Valley, any thoughts on Malik Beasley?
I mean, I think you guys have been on the money. I think everything you guys have brought up is extremely valid. I wanted to piggyback off of what Connie said, or kind of just mention what Connie said, that kind of incredibly unjust in the end of it, looking back on it. He was kind of removed from a $42 million contract. Literally the night before. I think that's an incredibly unfortunate timing, and I don't think that it's random that is the timing. I think that is very difficult. He never really had the chance to prove innocence, right? Like it was just instantly assumed that he was guilty, and not only within Piston circles, within kind of basketball circles and kind of within I think just popular media, popular culture. It was kind of instantly assumed Beasley's guilty. Kind of easy to assume. I don't want to say exactly track record off the court things in the past because I don't precisely know what has gone in with Bees in the past, but he does have a reputation. You know, he's one thing I do know for sure. He was with Larsa Pippen, which all I've known is not a good thing. And obviously just has some off the court things, but I think it's really interesting from a basketball point of view what he does and what the Pistons do. Obviously, from the Pistons' point of view, we have an open roster spot. We would love to bring Beasley back. But for Beasley, I don't really know why he would come back to this team other than for the love of the city and for the love of the players in this organization and the individuals within this organization because he can get double money elsewhere, right? And he can take 14 threes a game elsewhere. Where here, we planned for him to not be here. As a result, we signed Duncan Robinson, who is the closest of a direct replacement you can get. We added Karis LeVert, who plays a similar position. You bring Beasley back, he's going to have a significantly reduced role, where he's not going to be able to just, I guess, do what he did last season. But at the same time, the promise of or the theory of Duncan Robinson and Malik Beasley on the same roster in the same unit off the bench is just so awesome to me. I could not imagine opposing teams having to play against a team where Cade Cunningham is the point guard, and you have those two shooters. You have Asar, who's just a constant, a backdoor threat. You know, I think it'll be really interesting to see what happens with Beasley. I think he's gonna go and sign a bigger contract elsewhere, and all power to him. Um, I think that he deserves the ability to do that, and I do hope he gets paid. But over everything, I would prefer he signs that $7 million deal here, and then maybe we can work something out down the line again with him. But I'm first and foremost, and I guess just overall, just happy he's cleared, happy he can get back on the court. Obviously loves to play basketball, and I'm happy he can keep doing that for a living.
Yeah, assigning Beasley would essentially mean replacing Tim Hardaway Jr. with Duncan Robinson and using Karis LeVert to replace Dennis Schroeder. And I think we would all be happy with that type of an offseason. Real quick, I think we all kind of mentioned it, but going around the table here, let's see who here think Malik Beasley is going to return. I unfortunately have to think that he is going to go elsewhere. Valley, your thoughts?
I think I'd love it, but I think he will go elsewhere, and I respect it.
Connie?
Yeah. I mean, if it's double the money, you can't pass that up.
If sorry, I just quickly want to say if he does come back, like let's get the statue going. Like the love this dude would have for the city to come back and represent this team for less money when he already took less money the year before to come to us to Detroit.
Mhm.
Like that would just be incredible amounts of lifelong respect for me. But I just wanted to add.
Yeah.
For sure. And I believe on a live, he was asked, what who are you going to sign with? And he said either the Pistons or there have been a few other teams that are interested. So he did say the Pistons by name, if that means anything. Gabe, does Malik Beasley return?
No, I don't think so.
Mike?
No, he's
No.
gone.
All right, we got a
Wow.
consensus no. So Malik Beasley, prove the Buff Sound podcast wrong because I know you're listening.
Prove us
Uh,
wrong, league, please.
please, please prove us wrong. Any other thoughts on Malik Beasley before we move into our second segment of hot takes? All right, let's run it then. We all got a little bit of a hot take that we are going to throw out there. Let's see who can come up with the craziest one, and if one of these comes true, maybe we go viral. We're going to find out. Valley, I threw you into the fire and left you last on the Malik Beasley discussion, so I'm going to let you go first on the hot take segment here. What's your hot take for the Detroit Pistons in the upcoming season?
I'm really happy I get the chance to go first here. I was sitting here for a while thinking about hot takes. You know, Jeff Teague had on his podcast was talking about Ivy said some good things recently. I was thinking that direction, but I completely pivoted, and it's a guy I've been, I think, supporting quite a bit, and that's Asar Thompson. And my hot take involves Asar, and I'm just going to be focusing on my top left screen to see Mike Brooks's reaction right here. My hot take, my way too early hot take for this upcoming season is Asar Thompson will be an all-star.
Ooh.
And allow me to explain the reasons why. And of course, there are going to have to be situations that would allow for the Pistons to have two All-Stars in the first place. This doesn't happen without an incredible Piston record. Make no mistake about it. We would have to probably be a top 2 to 3 seed when it comes to All-Star time. We know Cade's a lock, and I think when you look at these teams, you're often like, okay, who's the second guy? Who's the second guy that could be an all-star? You also look at some wings. Jason Tatum, for example, won't be there with the Achilles injury, and there's probably going to be a handful of other guys.
Tyrese and Dame are out.
Exactly. But why can it not be Asar Thompson? I think that when you look at who the quote-unquote second best or second most influential player on this roster is, I think it can be Asar Thompson. But again, I think it has to be us being a top 2 or 3 seed. But let me give some more reason and intellect as to why I think Asar could legit be an all-star. I like the app or the site Crafted NBA. They have a mathematical formula, and they rank Asar as the 15th best defender in the NBA. But let me say this, there's only one wing in front of him, and that's Jonathan Isaac, and I'm taking Asar Thompson over Jonathan Isaac all day long. Therefore, I think Asar Thompson has the ability to really take the throne as the best wing defender in the entirety of the NBA, which is a really significant throne. He guards the other team's best player every single game. It doesn't really matter if they're a 1, 2, or a 3. He has this freakish ability to defend about him, which gained him national recognition after that Knicks series. And just overall throughout the entire year last year, we saw, I thought, significant leaps and bounds after that minute restriction was lifted. Now, some statistics, some in-depth statistics I have never heard of in my life. Defensive estimated plus minus, and I know what a steal rate is. He is in the 97th percentile for the both of those. He is third in RAPM stop rate. I can explain that to you if you'd like. But
Get
the
out of here,
he's only
bro.
behind Caruso and Wemby. So therefore, I think this instantly makes him a DPOY candidate if we win 50 plus. He's going to have a full offseason under his belt. Trajan Langdon early in the offseason complimenting him, saying he's already getting bigger and working on things. He seems really devoted to quote unquote the simple things. Like when he was asked early in the offseason what he's working on, it's like it's not just, oh, I'm gonna have to work on my jumper, become a shooter. No, there's more to that, although that's part of it. And I think ultimately to wrap it up, he just has that it factor. And I don't just mean that in general. I mean he has that it factor on defense. And I don't think there's many people in the NBA, if any, that have the it factor on defense. Guys you look for because they're going to make your jaw drop because of their defense, and he has it. On top of the freakish athleticism, I still think, like, for example, that off the backboard alley-oop versus Minnesota is one of the greatest things that has happened in the last decade in the NBA in game. Um, has a twin brother, Amen Thompson, media recognition, it helps. I think without the blood clot, having the potential to just have a full off season, growing next to Cade, who's going to take steps which is only going to improve Asar's ability and his function. I think if the stars align and the Pistons are a top 3 seed come All-Star time, they're going to look at the second best player in the Piston roster, and he's going to get the nod to be an All-Star. And I think that's going to deservingly be Asar Thompson this year.
Made a strong case. Gabe, you're next to Valley on my screen. Your thoughts on AT?
I think he's a few years away still. He does not. He doesn't really have an offensive game. I think the most likely secondary all-star next to Cade, in my opinion, is Jalen Duren.
Yep.
Because he is the next Giannis. So I think that's just most likely. He's probably going to win MVP after Cade as well. But really, Jaden Ivey and Duren, I think, are ahead of the list just because they're going to score more. And unless, you pull a Hawks, you pull a Pistons 04, you're not going to get more than 2 All-Stars. So, no, I don't think it's going to happen. But Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive First Team, yeah, that's in the cards.
But if he's giving you 14 to 16 a game and he has those cards are available, or 13, 15 a game, let's say 15, and he's bringing
That
that
ain't
No.
happening. Let's
increased
stop
rebound.
you right there. Let's just
I
stop
think
you
that's
right there,
possible.
man.
15 a
He ain't
game?
scoring 50 points a game, man.
I
He ain't
think
scoring 15 points
I
a game.
think he can because he has one of the highest dunk rates in the NBA. I think he had an 8 dunk game before in the NBA. Everything he does is there. You've added Ivy back, who's a 40% plus 3-point shooter, spaces the floor out more. Another year of development for Cade Cunningham just helps Asar Thompson. I think he's an incredibly smart player. I don't think he gets enough credit for his basketball IQ of knowing where to be on the court. He's gonna be he's just gonna be a giant force around the rim in that dunker spot, I think, and the constant movement, I do expect some improvement on that 3-point shot. I see a world where he's maybe
All
our
right.
fourth leading scorer in this team on top of the defense.
All right. I mean, a 3-point shot. Probably not improving. He did only play 22
What?
minutes a game last season. If you kick that up, those stats start coming into fruition. Now, yeah, you guys said Damian Lillard and Jason Tatum, both All-Stars last year that won't be All-Stars this year. And the guy who got in on the end last year is Tyler Hero.
He's better.
Down two more guys. Can he outperform Tyler Hero? Possibly.
Hero's
You
going
also
to
have,
average 25, and if
There's
yeah.
a
Valiant is
there's a new
15 for
star
a
in
star, I
Miami,
wonder
man.
who's going to make the cut.
He's got the dunks. I think he's got to compete with Norman Powell now, who's going to put up some stats. But like Gabe said, I think it's Jalen Duren. If there's going to be a second All-Star on this team, I mean, contract year JD. I mean, he was putting up freaking 12 and 10. Could you see JD putting up maybe like 16 and 14 and, you know,
But
just
4 or 5
get,
assists.
getting that Andre Drummond All-Star nod?
but he has to play some defense. Like
He
he's
ha
He
he
has.
was. No, does he? Does he have to play some defense? So the Pistons are pretty good, and he's putting up like numbers
if
and
he's gonna
like
be an all-star, yeah.
regularly being posted on media sites with his like monster jams and like big man shit. Like people are gonna want to vote for that over AT.
I don't think
Um,
so. I honestly don't think so. I think AT has a more like encapsulating game to him. Like eyes go to him more.
Also, is AT playing 30 minutes a game?
I think
I don't think so.
I think if he had the ability to do so last year, he would have, but he was medically not allowed to.
Mm, mm, I don't know about that.
What
A
do
lot
you
of
think, Mike?
questions here. We haven't given Mike the floor yet. Mike, your thoughts?
Get a star? You said, oh, he can guard the big guys.
I didn't say
Like the
said
like they're the number one options
one, twos, and
on
threes.
the other team.
Yep.
That is true, but that is definitely not how you make an all-star game these days.
Yeah, where's Tony Allen at?
Agree.
Like no one cares. Like they only care about like 3-point shooting, step backs, good passing. Like no one cares about like, oh, he gets these cheap little dunks and these
They're not
good
they're
defense.
not
Like
cheap little
that
dunks.
doesn't make him a bad player. Like that makes him a good player. I'm not denying that, but like the style of play just doesn't like it doesn't there's no all stars that do that, like that recognize that as them being an all star.
Um, I don't think they're cheap little dunks. I think they're gigantic dunks where he jumps infinite
All
feet.
right,
And I think
hammer dunks,
also
Dunk contest,
hammer
maybe.
dunks. I mean, if he at least starts doing some 360s, they can maybe consider him. But he's got to like shoot the ball, man. That's the only way for him to be like a reliable. Or to if you want him to be an all star next year, he's got to shoot. He's got to shoot a three.
I
I,
disagree.
I disagree on that, but I don't think he's gonna get enough points. I think there's a lot of other guys that are gonna score. I think maybe in a different opportunity he could score more, but I don't think he's gonna score enough. I think he is gonna be our
He's not
defensive
going to score
stalwart.
15 a game.
I don't think so, no.
He's not,
I mean,
there's no way.
a star to
With
score
Jaden Ivey
15.
back, there's no way.
Yeah, with Jaden Ivey back, Duncan Robinson going to get some shots up. Karis LeVert going to get some shots up. Say Asar is hitting this three at a poor clip like he was last year. I believe he was in the 20s. Asar is going to need to get, on average, 8 dunks a game to hit that 15-16. But
All the time, free throws.
But in the playoffs last year, he was driving and getting fouled a lot. So if they give him that opportunity and he can hit those free throws, there is a chance that he could average double-digit points. But
Give me
yeah,
a scale. Give me a scale of possibility as we wrap it up and move to the next one. Possibility chances.
I'm gonna have to say it's less likely than likely, just for the fact that I don't think he's gonna get the media attention that he's gonna need to become an all-star. As much as I would
15%.
love to see it, but yeah, I don't think he's going to get the media attention. And like Mike said, locking up 1 through 3, they don't want defense in the All-Star game, right?
Facts.
Asar is only
Then
going to
Tony Allen would be like a 6-time All-Star.
yeah, and
15%. 15% chance.
15. Okay, yeah, I'll go with like 25 just to change the number up a little bit. But yeah, I as much as I'd like to see it, I don't think it happens. We'll keep moving on here.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Can we do maybe like a heat rating? How hot is that stove?
Oh, how hot is
Is
that
it
stove?
boiling? Is it that's a rolling boil.
That's a rolling boil.
That's a rolling boil take.
Yeah, it is for sure. All right, Gabe, throw us your hot take.
You know what? I'm gonna have to pass on to Connie first or Mike first. I'd rather hear and argue rather than throw another one because I know Mike is loaded right now.
All right. Well, let's just go with what we all want to hear. Mike,
Look at his face, man.
I got a bunch of ones that Valley's gonna love. I got a bunch of ones that he's gonna hate, but they're true.
he's got a bunch of ones. All right.
All right, let me just start you. All right, I'll just start off with a big one. Cade Cunningham is going to start on the U.S. men's Olympic basketball team in 2028.
Can you turn the stove on, man?
Yeah, that's
cool,
water.
man.
That's like water coming out of the faucet hot,
You
man.
mean
my
26?
No, the Olympic basketball team.
Yeah.
The next Olympics. He's going to start for that team.
Yeah,
I 100%
agreed.
agree.
I agree.
He's going to start, and then he's going to carry the team.
I would
Right.
agree.
He's just trying to get it hotter now because we all agreed with it.
The transition
All
of
right.
generations. It's not going to be Steph next year. It's going to be Cade or next.
Like he's gonna like his only competition is Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, and like
And whoever's there, that could be someone else that's coming up.
yeah, like maybe another point guard that comes in, but that's like his only top two.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Next take, man. That wasn't hot enough.
Next take,
Cool,
Ron
but-
Holland ain't getting minutes, bud.
Oh, that's a hot take.
Oh,
He's
this
not
is
gonna
just-
see. He's not gonna see any minutes on the floor. Like he'll see some, but like he's not gonna be there on a regular basis. He's gonna be sort of out of the rotation.
You solely believe that?
This is a simmer.
No, I
I
don't
disagree.
solely believe it, but I see a really good big world that it could happen this year. Like his minutes even dropping them whatever it was, like 4 minutes a game last year. I wouldn't be shocked if it drops.
Why
And
do you think
Gabe might
I mean-
Gabe might agree with this because he's a big Bobby guy.
Bobby's not
No,
over.
I can't.
I
Ron
don't think
Gabe's
Holland
a big
Bobby
is the-
Bobby guy, man.
Ron's the future starting 4-3 of this team, so no, I think he's gonna play a lot of minutes actually this year.
I think
Karis LeVert. You got Duncan Robinson, Asar Thompson,
starting.
Isaiah Stewart, and Jay. Like who is he like taking?
Who's taking
Where
his
is he gonna
minutes?
play?
If he was a consistent rotational piece as a rookie, as an 18-year-old, why and after showing growth over the summer league, why would his spot be gone
Where is he gonna play?
in the backup unit?
Looks like he's the backup 4 on the depth chart at the moment.
Boom.
Backup 4.
Yeah, he's a backup wing on the depth chart.
A lot of media places have Ron Holland.
Asar Thompson should be the backup 4.
He's the starting 3.
Stars is the starting 3.
Backup 4.
Because you're gonna have assumption is you're gonna have Cade, Ivy, Asar, Harris, Duran, and your backup unit will be what?
LeVert,
LeVert.
Duncan. Who am I missing here?
LeVert, Duncan, Blank.
I mean, technically,
Bronze,
Ivy's
too.
going to be a part of that second unit because we're
Sure.
probably going to stagger again. So
Yeah,
Ivy,
that's
LeVert,
it.
Duncan, Ron, Stu.
Who's taking his minutes? I don't think there's anybody. I could see an argument if we were to bring back Beasley, but I I think Ron has more than earned every single one of his minutes from day one as an 18-year-old. I think he's only shown improvement. That jumper looked great over the summer league. Um, he's
Better in
hanging
his
out with
start.
Cade right now in Texas, by the way, and Cade has that, I don't know what's been going on, open up a park or something, and they're from a similar area in Texas, and
I
they've been
I
hanging out.
believe they called August 17th National Cunningham Day in Arlington, Texas.
They did indeed, which is pretty cool.
So
Why?
why
Mike,
not?
I think that because he's him, I think that I think we're alike we're boiling a little bit too. I think with that one, I think nothing has happened for him to lose minutes. I think the only thing that's happened is an increase of minutes for him. I expect a significant bump of increased minutes for him for the next season.
How many?
Well, let me tell you what he played last season. I would
Like 6 minutes a game?
well, he averaged 15.6 minutes a game last year. I'd probably guess around 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say 15 to 20 range.
I have
20?
a I have a little brains. I'm not sure exactly what the take is, but I want to. Did you guys hear the Jeff Teague clip on Jaden Ivey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Jeff Teague was playing basketball against Jaden Ivey, and he said he looks like a football player, and he's just like lightning quick, and he thinks he's going to be a problem. So I'm trying to like think of a thing I can say about Jaden Ivey, but everything like I want to say he's going to be the best player in the team, but we have Cade. I want to say he's going to be the next All Star, but we have Jalen Duren. So I'm not sure what to say about him, but I'm just
MIP.
extremely high on Jaden Ivey coming in next year.
Fair enough.
Hard to disagree.
Can you guys like formulate anything with it? Are you on the same boat as me with the Jaden Ivey?
I
Uh,
am. I for sure am. I'm very much looking forward to what Ivy can do, especially with him coming off the injury. Like he's hungry. Like and he was always hungry. Like he's gonna be extra hungry now and
How
not
about
even.
this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, no, continue your point.
No, I was just gonna say like missing out on the playoffs. He wants to get there. He wants to taste it himself. So I'm high on Ji.
I got
Uh, Jaden Ivey can make All NBA third team.
Ooh.
All right. Now we're getting to some hot takes, man.
Okay.
That is a hot take.
like
Um,
what?
Cade made third team this last season, averaging 26, 8, and 10, or 9. Um, that would have to be a crazy leap from Ivy to make third team. I do want to note as well in that podcast, Teague said he cannot guard anyone. But he said he's so quick. So the scoring is there, just straight buckets, I think will be there. I still don't see him over 20, 22 a game. I don't think that'll be enough to be third team, unfortunately. I think that potential is still there to be an all NBA player, and that doesn't cap it. The third team, I just don't think it'll immediately be this season. I kind of think that I just quickly looked at his percentages. 23, 24, he shot 33% from deep. Last season, he shot 41% from deep. Kind of the take I was going is he's going to be like a 45% knockdown three-point shooter. There's a hot take I was formulating, but third team, I think we're up at like an 8 on the what's it called?
The
The
hottest.
heatometer.
The 8 on the when you're cooking something. Holy crap. Turn up the
So-
stove. The stove's at an 8. There it is.
Um,
uh, I I would love to see Ji take that kind of leap, but I just don't know. Like Cade was the guy for us last year, and that's why he got that many points and like all the numbers. So Ji is gonna have to be incredibly efficient to make an All NBA team because he's not gonna have the ball in his hand majority of the time. But curious to see what he can average because if he can continue shooting the way he was before the injury, it's gonna be a very interesting season for the Pistons for sure. Connie, your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, Jazz a hooper. I think he's gonna take over Malik Beasley's spot. I think he's gonna be that knockdown three-point shooter. Maybe hot take, he wins the three-point contest. He has a very like quick and compact jumper. Uh, Throw him in that. I think he's definitely an all-star candidate, especially as an injury replacement. I'm all in on J on JI coming back. I think people forget, and they're gonna be reminded. what this guy is. Yeah, all in on that.
Mike.
I would agree with that. So it's not a hot take either. He has a better chance to make an All-Star game than Asar Thompson.
Oh yeah, agree
For
with that.
sure.
Yeah, I can see that. Connie, you want to throw one of your hot takes out there?
Yeah, sure. I got like I don't know how hot it is.
Before we
Just
get into
kinda,
it, I have a minute left on the recording. I'm gonna have to start a new one before we get into the next hot take.
All right.
all right.
Well, we're gonna take a brief break, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Continuing on with the hot takes. I'm gonna pass it back over to Connie. Connie, give us your hot take for the upcoming season.
I don't know how hot this one is. It might be like a low simmer. I think it's pretty reasonable. But the Pistons are going to clean sweep the award categories this year. We have a Cade Cunningham MVP. Good Pistons season, obviously, behind that. So JV is going to win Coach of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year and Most Improved Player are, could be a lot of people. I went with for Sixth Man of the Year. I think it's going to be Isaiah Stewart. I think he's gonna keep coming off the bench, and I think this is somewhere where like it's gonna be a defense advanced stats sort of. I think a lot of the nerds are gonna be on the Isaiah Stewart Sixth Man of the Year train. There'll be someone getting like 16 points a game, but it's like Isaiah Stewart has the lowest field goal
Yeah.
percentage around the rim. He's averaging a block and a half a game off the bench. He's anchoring the best defense in the league in the Detroit Pistons.
Love it.
He gets sixth man of the year. Most improved, you could give it up to a lot of different people. You got Jalen Duren and Jaden Ivey in contract years. Asar Thompson's the guy that could get it.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Ron
Come
Holland
on,
with
man.
his large improvements this offseason, could be a guy that swings into a most improved category. Um,
Come on, man.
then what else we got? Depoy. I mean, Depoy, you could throw it up too. This is probably a SARS Thompson's award to lose. And then we're gonna get like one of those, yeah, like three or four All-Stars in a
Yeah.
Hawks Pistons sort of way.
All
Yeah.
right.
How do you
We
guys
got a
feel about
2K year
that?
coming up for the Pistons. I love
And
this.
Tobias Harris is gonna win the whatever the sportsmanship award is. Oh,
Uh,
and Cade's
Clutch.
also gonna get Clutch Player of the Year, of course. That'll be Cade Cunningham.
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would call it a low simmer, but I think I would agree that there's a case you can make for every single one of those awards and like a legitimate argument you can make for every one of those awards. I'm gonna focus on the Stu one right now. I love that one. Obviously you guys know I'm a huge Stu fan and I don't think he gets enough credit. And I would love to see a word where he gets recognized like that. I think there's a potential with the current size we have on the roster to maybe to see, and this is something I push for all the time, some Stu at the 4 minutes. Maybe that could increase his minutes, increase his points, increase his statistics overall to further boost that sixth man push. I love
Oh
that.
yeah, if the jumper comes, if they let him shoot threes again, and he just becomes the prototype three and rim protection center off the bench, that helps it even more.
Who knows? I would love that. I think again, I think there's an argument you can make for every single one of those, and I'm rocking with it, and I'm rocking with the Stewart train.
Really?
So I like
Wait a
that.
second. You guys, wait a second. No, I gotta stop you guys. I gotta stop you guys. You guys think that like Victor doesn't belong in the Defensive Player of the Year award? Like he
He
doesn't.
belongs.
He
Dude, he's a
absolutely
lock. He's a
belongs. He's not a
lock.
lock. He was a
He's
lock
allowed to be a
last
top
year.
three candidate.
He was like
He's a
minus 10.
lock.
He was minus 10,000 last year, like halfway through the season. And what
Yeah, because
happened?
he got hurt.
Exactly. He's
Well, he
a
didn't get
lock.
hurt. Actually, he didn't get
He
hurt.
got blood clot.
Yeah.
But like he's a lock, but like a lock is never truly a lock in the NBA or in any sports league because things can
Yeah.
happen, man. Things can
So
happen.
wild,
And
bro.
if Victor finds his way out of it for whatever reason, maybe he plays 64 games, like there's not a whole lot of people more qualified to win that award than Asar Thompson getting minutes.
Oh, sure.
But you're on board for the rest of them?
Cade, I think, is to get on MVP level, I think he's maybe just 2 years away. I think he's just a couple years away. I think there's just still a lot of talent on the court that's above him right now, and I think he's just 2 years away. I mean, I think like Anthony Edwards and Shea, Jokic, Giannis, I think all those guys are like on just a little bit slightly higher level than Cade right now. And I
Cade
think
last
Cade's going to
year.
be on that level in 2 years. Huh?
That was Cade last year. This is Cade this year.
Yeah, but you got to. Yeah, he was close. He was close.
Yeah, he's
That's why he didn't
close.
get the award.
And then now he jumps up, man. He was close last year, and now he's gonna be even closer
For him
this
to
year.
be MVP, we got to be like the 1 or 2 seed.
And he's got to
So
get like,
I think it'll be like the for lack of a better word, like the hypeness, the level of hype around the team and Detroit with the wins that we'll be putting in.
yeah.
Theoretically and ideally, of course, this is a 50+ win team. And Cade will get his flowers if that is the case.
So I believe the Pistons over-under is set at 44.5. Who's taking the over?
Me.
Valley, you had us
Oh,
winning 50 when we won 14, so I don't know
Yeah,
how.
I was just on the wrong year, man. I was just on
Oh,
the wrong.
you were on the wrong.
Yeah,
You had the
that was
crystal
supposed to
ball.
be
You
this.
just read it wrong. My
Yep.
bad.
Yep.
Okay, I got you. All right, I'm with you. All right, Mike, you got another hot take you want to throw out?
Hot take. Another hot take. Does anyone else have any other hot takes?
does anyone have any
Mine's
ne
mild.
negative hot takes? I don't know. Maybe just to mix it up. Maybe Mike has some. But I feel like we've all been very positive, as
Yeah,
we
mine's a
should
more
be.
positive one.
Mike,
It's not even that hot.
you got any hating ass hot takes, Mike?
Hating ass hot takes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I think. Oh, it's not a hating, but I don't see. Like I see us. Which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, guys. But I think we're gonna be within like I think we're just gonna win like a couple more games than we did last year.
That wouldn't be a bad thing. That's right on our over under.
I'm okay
What
with
about
that.
this? What about
Like it's gonna
I'll
be a
just think
4 seed.
that'd be a great season, man.
I'm good with that.
I think we're just overly
Yeah.
optimistic right here, but I can put my shoes in a pessimistic person's, I can put myself in a different point of view. I'll say this. The Pistons are going to win less games and they're going to go backwards.
This is a take I feel like I've been seeing from like a couple, especially like national media guys
Mm-hmm.
who really I guess felt the loss of Malik Beasley.
Schroeder
Which
too.
Schroeder, Malik Beasley, and Tim Hardaway Jr. Three experienced veterans that we gelled in a very unique way. But I think that take only holds merit if like the way that we gelled was a gimmick in some way, right? Like uh now the teams, we have our thing and now teams can figure it out and that's that. But I don't think that's the case with this team. I think we brought in adequate shooting to supplement losing those guys. And I think we don't have a thing that you can figure out. Like, what are you gonna figure out how to? Teams are suddenly gonna figure out how to guard an elite ball handler in a pick and roll with a great rolling center surrounded by shooting. Like, no, that's not something teams have now figured out. That's how the NBA is built up. I think we still have the pieces to be a really good team, and yeah, no real reason to go backwards.
Yeah, I mean, I get everybody's point. You lose Schroeder's veteran floor general ability. You lose shooting with Tim, but I think I've said it a couple of times on the pod. I think we really did get a little more versatile by adding Duncan and Karras. Two guys who can get their own shot pretty much whenever they need to, and we added a little bit of size, not much, but just a little bit. Um, and I'm excited to see what comes out of this because like you guys said, we gelled last season, and we talked about it on the pod before. Like, does losing Malik Beasley mean we lost our aura? Connie, you said no because you said
Not
that.
at all.
Yeah. Mike, you never had a chance to speak on that. Your thoughts on that?
On
Did Detroit lose their aura when Malik Beasley, if without Malik Beasley on the roster?
No, that's dumb.
Fair enough.
Absolutely not.
Fair enough.
Absolutely not. Dude, they are it all that matters is our core. As long as our core is the same, the aura is always the same. It's always going to be the same.
Fair enough.
It's like these just role players just coming in. It happens.
Yeah.
He was just like he was he was a his being a role player, he was a good fit for that year.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's all it was.
Maybe he'll be a good fit for this year too. He's still a free agent.
Nah,
I guess I'll throw out my hot take. It's not really hot or anything. The Pistons will have two all defense players this year. I don't know if that's on first, second, or third team, but I do believe Isaiah Stewart and Asar Thompson will make their way onto an all defense team this year.
I love that. I'll put it on a really low simmer, I think, on a
Oh,
scale.
extremely low simmer.
I think it's possible, but I really don't know if that media recognition will ever be there for the city of Detroit. I just don't think that respect will be there. Again, it requires us to be in a really winning situation, to have those two people there. But in terms of credentials, I mean, Isaiah Stewart was statistically the best rim protector in the NBA last season in terms of opponent field goal percentage. You look at Asar Thompson, and obviously, don't have to advocate much there for him making his case to be on an all defensive team. I absolutely see the path here. I think it it realistically should be a realistic goal. Like I think that it is something that could be done, and I think they have the credibility for it, and they have the ability to be on all defensive teams.
Sure, for sure. Connie, Mike, any thoughts? All right.
I just agree. I agree.
Okay.
He plays 20. It's really just about hitting that minutes
Yeah.
threshold. Games
Mm-hmm.
played in minutes threshold is all it is. And then because I feel like he's starting to get recognized, or he is fully recognized as one of the best defenders in the NBA. The NBA has posted a couple times that clip of him guarding the whole Hawks team.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's getting his respect in 2K ratings with his steal and defense in top 10.
He's not top 10 in perimeter defense, so no respect there. Which is kind
He
of
isn't steal though.
he is, yeah, he
And
is.
he's
No Jaden
two.
Ivey in top 10 speed if we're going on the 2K
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah. He'll be back there. He'll be back there by the end of the year.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Any thoughts? Cade is not top 10 in mid range in 2K. Any thoughts on
Neither
that?
neither is Kawhi Leonard,
Yeah.
so I'm not worried about it.
Deuce McBride and I believe Aaron Neesmith made the list, or Nemhard made the list. So we'll
Nemhart
have to wait.
respectable.
Yeah. So any other hot takes we want to throw out there before we move on here? All right. Valley, I pass it over to you now. You have a little game for us to play.
I do. I don't know. I just had some free time and I was thinking about things to do on this podcast, and I just thought, what's a different way, a different perspective we could look at this Pistons roster in a different kind of way. So I have kind of five made up scenarios, and I want you guys to tell me what Piston you would pick in these made up scenarios. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me throw the first one out. I think it's a simple one. You're on a deserted island. Objective is to survive. What one Piston on the roster are you taking to survive with you, to help you survive?
I guess I start picking Isaiah Stewart. I think he's got that ferocity to want to. I mean, obvious. I think his size and his strength are going to help us do, you know, uh, I don't know. some things in the jungle, maybe chop down a tree or something, build some shelter. But I think it's really just about that ferocity. That's gonna that's gonna like that's gonna make us dominant in the animal world of whatever island we're on.
I'll go with the Star Thompson. When you're stranded on a deserted island, it's easy to sometimes panic, but a star is always cool,
Oh,
calm, collected. He's not gonna get shaken. And if we need to go get a coconut off of a tree or something, he can probably jump up there, go grab it. I'll go with AT.
that's a good one. Mike?
Yeah, I was gonna say Asar Thompson. I was gonna disagree on the Isaiah Stewart because he could get really upset and frustrated.
I just think that's a crazy take, Mike. I
You're
don't.
gonna get into a fight with wildlife over
No,
there.
it's like
Hell
if
yeah, do
something's just
it.
not working
Do
out,
us.
man. If just something's not working out, man, bad weather or something he's just trying to build and it goes wrong, he's just gonna get frustrated.
I don't think you know
Young,
who Stu is, bro. I don't think he's a guy to just get frustrated about things not working, man.
yeah. Stu, by all accounts, is a great guy off the court. Also,
Hmm.
seems like he can build a fire. Just seems like a guy that knows how to make a campfire.
Are you
Um,
are you
which
guys
I'm not.
keeping up to date with his Instagram stories at all? What
I
he's
follow
I don't
no
know.
Pistons on. I follow nobody on Instagram.
he's been I don't know where he is if he's I don't know where exactly he is. He bought property and has been building a giant property like a generational home. And it's just been really cool. Like he just was drilling for water. So now he has a consistent water source. He's planting trees and stuff.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I still go
Okay.
Stu for
I
those
think Connie made
reasons.
the right choice
And
here.
I just think if there's like, I don't know, a wild boar on that island or something, Stu's gonna handle it. We'll be eating good that night. Uh, again, these are all really random. So my next one. Uh lot on the table here. You're playing a tournament of pickleball. Who's your duo partner on the Piston roster in pickleball?
I'm gonna go Jaden Ivey.
Really? Why do you go Jaden Ivey?
He's quick. Anything I don't get to, he's gonna get to.
That's true. Mike?
I was gonna say Jaden Ivey. I think he's got the most, dude. I think he's gonna I think he's the guy on the team that anything outside of basketball and the team's trying to compete with each other, I think he would take it the most serious.
All right. Let me ask the pickleball player.
Um, I love the. I wanted like initially my thought was Asar Thompson, because pickleball it's all about like lateral movement, and he's a great lateral movement. He's got insane arms. Also, he could get up crazy. If anybody ever pops the ball up, he could come in there for an absolute slam spike. But the guy I'm going to go with, because pickleball, more than anything, more than athleticism, is a game of touch and a game of angles and a game of
Mhm.
feel. And so I'm going to go Cade Cunningham.
That's
I just
fair.
think he would have the dinks on lock. He would find the gap. He'd be the one orchestrating a little back and forth until they pop it up. He's the one that's doing all the little things, getting the tough shots over. Probably has a killer serve too.
Probably. Seems like that's a safe one.
This is the only, I think you could always make an argument for Cade and anything. This is the only one I went Cade with. I think he would be a
Who'd
great.
you go with on the deserted island?
Stu. I almost
Okay.
switched over to AT, but Stu's my guy.
All right, that's fair.
All
That's
right,
fair.
moving on. You didn't study for an exam. Which piston are you sitting next to in the exam room to do a little peeking off of?
Ooh.
Nobody, because they're professional
You
athletes.
got it. You got to. You're in a worse situation.
Give me, give
There's
me,
no way.
nah, man. Give me Duncan Robinson, man.
I knew Mike was
Former
gonna do that.
Michigan Wolverine that's been there for all 4 years. Give me Duncan Robinson, baby.
That's exactly what I was gonna take Duncan too.
Can I
That's
tell
so
you?
funny. That's
I'm
all I could
I'm
think
like
of.
so confident on this one. I'm taking Uncle T. I just trust that
Ah,
guy to know
damn.
what's going on and be in the know.
Yeah, that's fair. I forgot about Uncle T for a minute. That's a fair choice.
Um, basic one. What piston are you doing an escape room with? This is the penultimate one as well. Last one I think is fun.
I'll go Jalen Duren because I'm just gonna be like, I'm bored. Let's get out of here, and you can just break down the walls and we'll leave.
I'm going. I guess I'm gonna go Cade. Actually, I revert to my previous statement.
That's right. I'm just trying to switch up a guy for everything. So yeah, Kate. I can make an argument for Kate for all of these. I could have done Uncle T in the escape room too.
Any other names to throw out here, or should I throw out this last one, which I think is pretty fun?
I'm gonna go Uncle T. His wise understanding of the world would get us through it.
Am I trying to get someone that gets me out of the room fastest, or has the most will be more fun?
Out of the room. I would say out of the room the fastest. And then I want to
All
hear
right.
what you
Out of
say
the room
for the most
fastest.
fun.
Give me Uncle T. Give me Uncle T.
All right,
Okay.
what about most
Yeah.
fun?
Most fun, Jay Ivy.
This guy loves Jaden Ivey.
Last one here. I need to pick 2 Pistons who you think would last in a sauna the longest. It's a competition. Who can stay the longest? Who's staying in there the longest?
Ron Holland.
Really?
Oh, dude, not losing a competition. You put Ron Holland in anything, and you tell him he can't do it. He's gonna be like, "Watch me. I'm gonna do it."
Yeah, I gotta agree with him. I'm gonna go Ron too. Plus,
Really?
he's a little. I don't know if you want to be a little thinner or a little thicker in a sauna to withstand it better, but he's a little thinner. A little better heat dissipation. I don't know.
That's the word I did not think I was gonna hear on the
So
podcast.
you went Ron. I said what 2 Pistons? Who else you taking?
Oh,
Ron.
I get 2. Oh, I thought it was a competition and we were taking the winner. Man, I don't know who the second one would be.
Give me Stu, because he's always sweaty anyway. He's a sweat monster.
That's all right. That's fair. I'll go with Stu.
I'll go with
Sauna?
Stu too. That's a good choice.
I think Tobias Harris would kill this competition. I have Tobias and Stu at the sauna game.
It is always the old men in the sauna that sit there for a freaking hour.
That's fair. Can we take JB Bickerstaff? Does that count? We'll take JB. Who's the
Oh
oldest?
yeah, actually,
I'll
give me
take George
JV.
Blaha.
He's got that same doggedness in him,
Yeah,
and
he
he's got
does.
the old man
And he's gonna be
power.
like, my team's gotta follow me. So if I don't win this, then how are they gonna fight for me? Yeah, I'm taking Ron and JB. Those are my 2 guys.
Fair enough. I feel like Greg Kelser knows his way around the sauna.
Can we put George Blaha in the sauna just to see how long he would fit in there? That'd be fun.
Well, I got nothing else, fellas.
All right,
That was
me
fun.
neither. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of the Buffs On Podcast. I think we had a lot of fun recording it. Thank you, Mike, for coming on the show and throwing out some of your hot takes. Stay tuned as we watch and see for the Malik Beasley situation to be resolved. Will he come back to Detroit or will he play elsewhere next season? But until next time, throw the Buffs on Detroit because the future is bright.